Reading Comprehension 2, the fourth lecture. Okay, in this lecture, we are going to answer the questions relating to the passage that we studied in the previous lesson. Answer the questions. Number 1. In line 1, in paragraph 1, which phrase means this is certainly true? You can see the answer below. Without doubt means it is certainly true. So the first paragraph or the text begins with this expression: without doubt, chewing gum is very popular. It has the same meaning that when we say this is certainly true, that chewing gum is very popular. So without doubt means this is certainly true. Number 2, in line 1 in paragraph 2, which word means a company that makes things, especially in a factory? Manufacture means a company that makes things. So paragraph 2 say, why is chewing gum so popular? One manufacturer says that it's not only helps you relax more, but it is also helps you to stay awake. So a company that makes things, especially in a factory, means manufacture. In line 6, question number 3. In line 6 in paragraph 2, what is the opposite of bad breath? Of course, here you can see the answer in bold. Fresh breath is the opposite of bad breath. Number 4. In line 3 in paragraph 3, which phrasal verb means about to happen? The answer, coming up means about to happen. But now I am going to read paragraph 3. But do you know that there is better reason for chewing gum? It can improve memory. Do you have an exam coming up? So the phrasal verb means coming up here means the phrasal verb coming up means about to happen. About to happen. Well, revising is absolutely a good idea, but scientists say that chewing gum can help too. So, coming up means about to happen. Question number 5. In line 2 in the fourth paragraph, how many people chewed real gum? The answer, you can say it below. 25 people chewed real gum. So, paragraph 4 says here, how do scientists know that chewing gum can help memory? The scientists divided 75 people into 3 groups. 1/3 chewed real gum, 1/3 chewed imaginary gum, and the last third didn't chew anything at all. So here the sample of the study consists of 75 people. Scientists divided them into 3 groups, into 3 equal groups. So in each group there are 25 people. So 25 people chewed real gum. The other group, which consists also of 25, chewed imaginary gum, and the third group didn't chew anything. So question 5 In line 2, in the fourth paragraph, how many people chewed real gum? 25 people chewed real gum. Number 6, in line 8, in the fifth paragraph, what this refer to? What this refer to? Let's read paragraph 4. Sorry. Sorry, not for 4 but 5 here. I am going to read paragraph 5. How does chewing gum help memory? One possible reason is that when people chew, there is more activity in an area of the brain that is important for memory. Another possible reason is that when people chew, their heart beats faster, and so more oxygen goes to the brain. However, so we know that when we find however, a conjunction however, this means that the following sentences contrasts with the previous ones. So however, the three groups all worked at the same speed. The three groups all worked at the same speed. They could all work out the answers quite quickly. Scientists say this shows, now so this here, this shows, this refers to the fact that all three groups working at the same speed and could work out the answers quite quickly. This shows that chewing gum does not help you to concentrate better. So this in the fifth paragraph refers to the fact that all three groups working at the same speed and could work out the answers quite quickly. Now, question number 7. In line 1 and 2 in the sixth paragraph, what do the study experts give to the students? Here we have three choices, and the underlined one is the answer. A number of helpful suggestions. B, a collection of sharp points. C, a set of strict rules. So now the answer is clear that it's number A, a number of helpful suggestions. I'm going to read paragraph or the first sentence of paragraph 6. Meanwhile, study experts in Chicago are trying to help students who are taking exams, and chewing gum is included in their list of tips. So list of tips means suggestions, means suggests a number of helpful suggestions. Now number 8. In line 3 in the sixth paragraph, what does they refer to? The same paragraph number 6 in line 3, 1, 2, 3. Here line 3 starts. I'm going to read line 3. They say that students are under a lot of pressure to get good grades, and so they often do the wrong things when revise for exams. So now they here, the pronoun they, what does refer to? Here we have three choices, A, B, C. Of course, you can see that A is underlined. This means that it's the answer. The study experts, which is the correct answer. B, the students, of course, wrong. They does not refer to the students. C, the study experts and the students. Also, number C is not the answer. but they refers to the study experts or the experts of the study. I underline the answer here. So A is the answer. Now question number 9. In lines 5 and 6 in the 7th paragraph, which phrase shows that exercise or chatting should replace eating? So students should exercise during their breaks or chat with friends. That's what shows, or in lines 6 and 5 and 6, in the 7th, which phrase shows that exercise or chat should replace eating? I'm going to read here. Many students, for example, eat unhealthy snacks between meals. They also drink a lot more coffee and study until very late at night. This means that when they take their exams, many students are tired and unhealthy. The experts suggest that students should exercise during their breaks or chat with friends instead of eating. So instead of eating, this means that exercise or chatting should replace eating. Replace eating. So students should exercise during their breaks or chat with friends. Now, question number 10. In line 10, in the 7th paragraph, what is another way of saying not go near? Not go near. Here we have an answer. Another way of saying not to go near is away. Not go near. Not go near means away. Opposite of near, away. Now complete the sentence that use expressions from the text with the prepositions in the box. Here we have the prepositions. You can see numbers beside the prepositions. The numbers here, the number of the exercises below. This means that each preposition is the answer for the number of the question beside it. So complete the sentence that use expressions from the text with the prepositions in the box. Use each preposition only once. Off, under, up, away, between. Number 1. Do you have a birthday coming? Of course, here you can see up. Coming up. No, it's not for a long time yet. Number 2. My father is a lot of stress. He has so much work to do. So number 2, you can see my father is under. Under. Beside under there is number 2. This means that under should be the answer of number 2. My father is under a lot of stress. Okay, number 3, I'll meet you this afternoon. 3 and 3.15. So between. Number 3, between. I'll meet you this afternoon between 3 and 3:15 or 3.15. Okay. Number 4, my mom says I should read more instead of watching TV. Number 5, can you keep the dog away? He's eating my ice cream. Okay, now grammar. Yes, no questions. Have short answers. Examples. We know that questions can be yes, no questions or WH questions. So yes, no questions have short answers. Is he from Libya? No, he isn't. So yes, no questions have short answers. Do you have an exam coming up? Yes, I do. You can see that. Yes, no questions. Questions without WH word have short answers. These questions are asking for information. A yes no questions begins with an auxiliary verb. So yes no questions begin with an auxiliary verb. Verb to be, verb to have, or verb do. An auxiliary verb is a form of be or have or a modal verb. Examples: is it raining? So it's yes, no questions. You can say yes, it is, or no, it isn't. We should answer with short answers. Has David got a car? Yes, he has, or no, he has not got a car. Can Amy drive? Yes, she can, or no, she can't. In the present simple and past simple, we use a form of do. Do the buses run every day? Do the buses run every day? Yes, they do. Do Mark play golf? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Can see here if we have a tense in the present simple or past simple tense. To make yes no questions, we need to use the correct form of verb do. It depends on the tense. If the tense is present, we use do or does. If the tense is in the past simple, we use did with all persons. So, does Mark play golf? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Did you like the concert? Yes, I do, or no, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. WH questions have short or long answers. So WH questions can have short or long answers. Examples: why is chewing gum so popular? Well, there are many reasons. You can say, why is chewing gum so popular? Chewing gum is so popular because it helps people to be relaxed, to be awake, to make them concentrate more. Maybe. Where do you live? You can say Tripoli. It's a short answer. But the first one, it's a long answer. We can give a detailed answer or a detailed answer. A WH questions begins with a question word. Question words are who, what, which, whose, where, when, why, and how. We use a WH questions to ask for information. So form, question word, what, where, how. Auxiliary verb is, do, does, did, can, could, may, might. Any modal verb. Subject, Kitty, people, a generator, anything. Verb here. For example, what is Kitty doing? Where do people meet? How does a generator work? So here we have a verb and then a question mark. Now we have an exercise relating to the same point that we have just discussed. Put the verbs into their correct order to make WH questions. For example, popular in USA, question mark, incredibly is the what? You can see that they are mixed words. They do not give any meaning. We need to arrange them to form WH questions. Here you can see that there is a WH questions in bold. What is incredibly popular in the USA? Chewing gum. Here we have a short answer. It's an example. Number 1. An owl in what USA question mark the of our gum the sales. We need to arrange them to form or put the words in the correct form, a correct order to form WH question. What is the annual sales of gum in the USA? 2 billions. 2 billions. A short answer. Number 2. Gum question mark. Why people chew, some do. Why do some people chew gum? Okay. To have fresh breath. To have fresh breath. Not what gum chewing do question mark does. What does not chewing gum do? What does not chewing gum do? An answer: it does not help to concentrate. It does not help to concentrate. 4. Stress question mark under lot is a of who? Who is under a lot of stress? The students who are taking exams are under a lot of stress. If we need to answer a long one. 2 time a good study question mark is when. When is a good time to study? During the day, not at night. During the day, not at night. Here we have another text relating to chewing gum. It has a title, A Sticky Problem. Paragraph 1. People in Indiana in the USA are complaining to newspapers about gum chewing. A journalist asks 2 of them what the problem is. I hate chewing gum. It should be banned. This is the view of Sandra Bolton, who lives near the large university campus. Look at the road. It's covered in hundreds of pieces of chewing gum. Now, this is the first paragraph about a person called Sandra Bolton. She was complaining of the chewing gum. Now, we know word definitions. Complain, it's a verb. What does mean complain? To say that you are annoyed. You are annoyed. Complain, to say that you are annoyed. Campus, the buildings of a university or college. Ban, it's a verb. To decide or say obviously that something is not allowed. That something is not allowed. Ban. Word derivation, verb, noun. Complain can be a verb. Complaint is a noun. Complaint is a noun. Ban can be a verb, and it can also be a noun with the same spelling and pronunciation. Now, paragraph 2 and 3. a sticky problem. Paragraph 2 and 3. She was right. There were hundreds of small black marks all over the road. Who does she blame? Young people, especially students, of course. They chew gum all the time and then spit it out on the road. It's disgusting. Paragraph 3. I really think we should ban chewing gum like they do in Singapore. That's very sensible. I know for a fact that it costs thousands of dollars to clean the roads. Now, we study word definitions relating to paragraph 2 and 3. Blame. It's a verb to say that someone is responsible about something bad. To blame means to say that someone is responsible about something bad. Spit out, it's a verb to force something out of your mouth. To force something out of your mouth, it's spit out. Disgusting, adjective, extremely unpleasant. Synonym here, revolting. S-Y-N means synonym. Revolting. Sensible, adjective, able to make good judgment based on reason and understand rather than emotion. Now, word derivation. Blame is a noun. It can also be a verb. Blame can be a noun and it can be a verb. Spit also. Spat. It can be a noun and it can be a verb. Disgust. Also it can be a noun and it can be a verb. Adjective. Sensible, adjective, noun, sense. Disgusting is an adjective. Disgust is a noun. Blameworthy is an adjective. Blame, noun. Now, paragraph 4 and 5. It is possible to set a fine if you drop litter, and the chewing gum is litter. But as Mrs. Plotton explains, this doesn't happen very much. People don't realize how difficult and expensive it is to clean pavements and roads. Chewing gum is almost impossible to remove. It's just bad news. Paragraph 5. Perhaps the best thing then is to tell people why it's so bad to spit gum on the road. Mrs. Plotton disagrees. It won't work. Young people just don't care about anything these days. Now we are going to know the definitions and the meanings of words included in paragraph 4 and 5. Fine here, it's a noun, means a sum of money that must be paid as a punishment for breaking a law or rule. Litter, small pieces of rubbish. Remove, it's a verb, means to take something away from a place. Word derivation, noun here. Fine can be a noun and can be a verb, fine. Litter also it can be a noun and can be a verb. Noun here, removal, noun, but remove is a verb. Now, paragraph 6 and 7. Kevin D. Kevin D. Souza adds, and there are other reasons why gum is so bad. It can be a problem for small animals and birds. They think the gum is food, but it can be dangerous. They can die after swallowing gum. Mr. D. Souza also hates finding gum on a bus or train seats. I once sat on a piece of gum and it was impossible to remove from my trousers. It's always on my shoes too. The manufacturers make a lot of money from selling gum. They should pay for cleaning roads and my clothes. Now we study word definitions and derivations in the same slide. Dangerous, adjective, likely to harm somebody or to damage or destroy something. The opposite of dangerous, safe. The opposite of it, safe. Danger is a noun. Danger is a noun. Dangerous, adjective. The opposite of danger, safety. The opposite of dangerous, safe. Risk is a synonym of danger. Risk and danger are synonyms. They have the same meaning. Swallow is a verb. To make food, drink, etc. go down your throat into your stomach. Swallow. It's the opposite of spit. The opposite of swallow is spit out. Spit out. Now, paragraph 7 and 8. And it's amazing that paragraph 8 consists of only one sentence. Question and an answer. The last word is from Mrs. Fulton. People also look horrible. Chewing gum with their mouths open. Everything about chewing gum is bad. What do you think? It's a question. Should we ban gum or not? It's a question for you and for everyone. You should decide about chewing gum. What do you think about chewing gum? Should we ban gum or not? That's the end of the text. We go back to the first paragraph to discuss in detail. So people in Indiana in the USA are complaining to the newspapers about chewing gum. So people in Indiana are complaining to the journalist about chewing gum. They say that they hate chewing gum and it should be prevented, should be stopped officially from the government. Sandra Bolton lives near the large university campus. She says that the road is covered in hundreds of pieces of chewing gum because students chew gum and spit it out on the roads. Here she was right. There were hundreds of small black marks all over the road because of chewing gum. Because of the gum, when students spit out gum on the roads, this makes black marks on the roads, so that who does she blame? Of course, Mrs. Bolton blamed young people, students, especially students, of course. They chew gum all the time and they spit it out on the road. It's disgusting, disgusting. I really think we should ban chewing gum like they do in Singapore. That's very sensible. I know for a fact that it costs thousands of dollars to clean the roads. So cleaning roads from the chewing gum costs the country thousands of dollars. So it's possible to get a fine if you drop litter. Here, Mr. Bolton says that when people drop litter on the road, they should pay fine for it. And the chewing gum is litter, and she says that chewing gum is litter. But as Mrs. Bolton explains, this does not happen very much. So says that people do not pay fine because they spit gum on the road. That's what this does not happen very much. People don't realize how difficult and expensive it is to clean pavements and roads. Chewing gum is almost impossible to remove. It's just bad news. So she says that cleaning chewing gum and removing it from the pavements and roads, something very, very difficult and expensive. Perhaps the best thing then is to tell people why it's so bad to spit gum on the road. Mrs. Bolton disagrees. She disagrees to tell people that it's bad to spit gum on the road because she says that it won't work to say or to tell people about this. Young people just don't care about anything these days. She says that young people, students, don't care about anything these days. Kevin D. Souza adds, another one called Kevin D. Souza says, and there are other reasons why gum is so bad. He or she has another reason why gum is so bad. It can be a problem for small animals and birds. So Kevin D. Souza says that gum can be problem for small animals and birds because they think the gum is food. Small animals and birds, they here refers to small animals and birds. So they think gum is food, but it can be dangerous. They can die after swallowing gum. So Kevin D. Souza says that chewing gum can kill small animals and birds because they think that gum is food and they swallow and it may kill them. Mr. D. Souza also hates finding gum on a bus or train seats. Everyone hates to find gum on a bus or a train seat. He says that I once sat on a piece of gum and it was impossible to remove from my trousers because it's sticky. It's always on my shoes too. The manufacturers make a lot of money from selling gum. They should pay for cleaning roads and my clothes. So Mr. D'Souza says that manufacturers of chewing gum or gum, make a lot of money and they should pay for cleaning roads and also people's clothes, he says. The last. Paragraph 7 and 8. The last word is from Mrs. Polton. People also look horrible. She says that people looks horrible, terrible, horrible, chewing gum with their mouths open. So she says that it's not beautiful for people to chew gum with their mouths open. Something is very horrible. So she says that everything about chewing gum is bad. So you can see that Mrs. Polton hates chewing gum very much. She hates it a lot. What do you think? Should we ban gum or not? So it's a question for everybody. What do you think about chewing gum? Do you think that should we ban? Should we stop, prevent gum or not? Now, here we need to responding to the text. Decide if the answer to the questions are A or B. Here we have a question and we have two answers, A and B. And I have just answered. You can see that the answer is the underlined one. What does Mrs. Polton want? A. She wants to ban on chewing gum. She wants to ban chewing gum. B. She wants more money to clear roads. Of course, here A is the answer. Number 2, is chewing gum a problem in other countries too? Of course, yes, because here we can see that Singapore banned chewing gum. So chewing gum is a problem in other countries. Of course, the answer here we have yes, no questions. So yes here, yes. Number 3, does Mrs. Polton want to tell people why it's bad to spit gum? Does Mrs. Polton want to tell people why it's bad to spit gum? Yes, she wants to tell them. Yes, A. What does Mr. D'Souza want? A and B. A. He wants the manufacturers to pay for cleaning the roads. B. He wants more clothes. Of course, the answer A, the underlined one. He wants the manufacturers to pay for cleaning the roads. Identifying facts or opinions. Decide if the statement from the text are facts or opinions. Encircle F for facts or O for opinions. Now you can see that I underlined O or F. So, for example, chewing gum should be banned. It's opinion. It's an opinion. That's the second one. Sandra Polton lives near the university campus. It's a fact, not opinion. It's a fact. You can see that F is underlined. It's a fact. Number 1. The road is covered with hundreds of pieces of chewing gum. It's a fact, not opinion. It's a fact. Number 2. Chewing gum is disgusting. It's opinion. It's opinion. Because Mrs. Polson says so. It's an opinion of Mrs. Poltz, or Sandra, Miss Sandra says that chewing gum is disgusting, so it's an opinion. Number 3, it costs a lot of money to clean the roads. It's a fact, not opinion. It's a fact. Young people don't care about anything these days. It's an opinion. Sandra says that young people don't care about anything these days. It's her opinion. So it's opinion. 5. The manufacturers made a lot of money from selling gum. It's a fact. It's a fact. Number 6. People look horrible chewing gum with their mouths open. Also, it's an opinion of Sandra. So it's an opinion, not fact. Not fact. Now, vocabulary in context. Countable and uncountable nouns. Now, nouns can be countable or uncountable. What does mean countable nouns? You can see that countable nouns, sorry, I maybe drop it here. Countable nouns are those that can be counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So examples, for example, boy. I can count boy, 2 boys, 3 boys, 10 boys, 100 boys, 1000 boys. So it can be counted by numbers 1, 2, 3. 1 bin, 2 bins, 3 bins, 4 bins, and so on. 1 table, 2 tables, 3 tables, 4 tables, and so on. Wife, 2 wives, 3 wives, etc. Here, a book is interesting. A book is interesting. A book is a noun. It's a singular noun. So it takes a singular verb. A book is. Here, verb to be is a singular used with the third person singular he, she, it. So a book is interesting. A singular noun, a singular countable noun takes a singular verb. Cities are big towns. Cities, countable noun, but plural noun. So singular plural noun takes plural verb. Cities are verb to be in present used with plural nouns. So cities are big towns. Plural nouns take plural verb. Uncountable nouns are those that cannot be counted. For example, money, water, oil, tea, coffee, flour, sugar, formation, news, luggage, baggage, sand, air. Many nouns are uncountable. So examples here, sugar is white, water is colorless. So you can see that uncountable nouns take singular verb. Uncountable nouns take a singular verb. Sugar is white, water is colorless. Information is important. News is new. Money is important to life. For example, tea is brown, coffee is black, and so on. So uncountable nouns take singular verb. Now, vocabulary in context. Are the words in bold countable or uncountable? fill in the gaps with is or are. So if the noun in bold is countable, singular countable, it takes is. If the noun in bold countable plural takes are. If the noun uncountable, if the noun in bold is uncountable, it takes a singular verb is. So number one, I have answered for you. Gum is the noun in bold. Gum. Gum is uncountable noun, so it takes is, a singular verb. Gum is a sweet and chew, but do not swallow. Gum is a sweet, you chew, but do not swallow. So gum is uncountable noun. You can see that I have written the answer. Number two, some people are unhappy about the roads. Some people are unhappy about the roads. People is in bold, so people is a countable noun, but it's a plural, so it takes verb are. The news on TV, news is a noun in bold, so it's uncountable, so it takes the singular verb is. The news on TV is usually very boring. Number four, I think school food is disgusting. So food here is uncountable noun, so food is. Some snacks are unhealthy for you. So snacks, countable plural noun, so snacks, countable noun, but because it's a plural, it takes are, snacks. How much money is in your bag? Money, uncountable noun, so it takes singular verb is. Now we come to the end. Goodbye. We are going to meet in the next lecture, inshallah.